So I just wanted to quickly say thank you for joining me today. Finding Meditation Through Movement is a weekly Instagram Live 30-minute series, free virtually, as a part of Project KB programming to make building mindful communities accessible and movement. I do want to let you know that this Sunday at 10 a.m. I'll be teaching this same class, but an hour-long version with more of a vinyasa flow in person in East Williamsburg at Lococo Coffee Shop. And if you sign up, and if you're the first 5 to sign up, the class is free. I also have a friends and family deal, and then the normal price is $20. So I'll have 3 pop-ups. I just wanted to share that with you. All right, so we're gonna find ourselves in a standing position. We're gonna walk around the room, and we're gonna find our breaths. I just wanna remind you that the breaths for this meditation will be 6 count inhales and 6 count exhales. And please let me know if you're having any problems hearing me. So if we want to put one hand on our belly and one hand on our heart center, and then just at this moment, take this moment to look around your space, acknowledge where you are at this time. Relax the jaw, relax underneath the eyes, relax behind the ears. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Take in the smell of your space. The smell of the morning. The smell of your attention that you're giving yourself. Exhale. Let's continue these breaths, but let's take a walk around the space. Inhale. Exhale. And as you walk around the room and look around the room, start noticing details in the space. Allow your eyes to engage. Maybe take some steps backwards, sideways, forwards. Right now we're just finding a breath flow and acknowledging the space around us. Try to get deep into the belly with your breath. Focus on relaxing the jaw. If you need a little attention on your jaw, feel free to go ahead and massage to activate our tension spots for release. So we can use our fingertips to massage through the jaw, continuing our breath. Maybe use the fingertips to go to the crown of the head, in between the eyebrows, underneath the eyebrows. Maintain a little bit of movement on your feet just to waken up the roots of our body. Behind the head, just give yourself a little bit of love. Continue your breath. A little bit of a neck rub. Give yourself the love and touch that you deserve. We're still breathing. Awesome. Now let's break it down, or move our way down our body, right? We're using our hands to awaken the fascia on our skin, the muscles and the bones. We're still finding that deep breath. Definitely relaxing the jaw. Maybe take this moment to just kind of stretch your mouth open. Just a few times, find some mobility. And if you want, please take a big exhale. Lion's breath to get some of those toxins out of our bodies. Massaging our bodies to to get some toxins out, feel free to rub your hands, rub the tops of the wrists, get a little bit of finger intertwining, a little tap. Work our way to our fingertips, then down our bellies. To the sides of our hips. To our lower spines, tap, tap, tap. Awesome. Cup your hand and just give your armpit a few taps. This is a gyrokinesis technique that is used to excrete toxins. Just a few more times. Touch your arms. Breathe deep. Awesome. Let's go back to where we were, giving some tender, loving care to our bodies, awakening that skin. If you're sleep deprived, you might feel a little bit of extra tenderness, so it's good to kind of give love. Don't forget the back of the hamstrings. We're still finding our breath. Breathing deeply. Squeeze, 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 squeeze the back of the ankles. Maybe try bending your knee a little bit as you massage the tops of the toes. Get in here if you can. Allow your toes to move around. Ooh. Continue your breath. Awesome. Let's do the other leg. Find if you can find a rhythm between your breath and your actions, your physical body actions. Just notice the flow of your breath in relationship to your physical touching. Awesome. We're almost there for our massage portion, which is always my favorite portion of any class, but sometimes we just gotta give ourselves that mobility. Awesome. Let's take a breath together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. We're gonna curve forward just a little bit, a small curve. We're slowly gonna work our way down closer and closer to eventually what will be a forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the head, inhale. 2 more, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, we're going to go to our crouch, and then we're going to kind of just jiggle in our crouch and get really tight as we can. Inhale. Exhale, and again, whatever mobility you have that's good for you, do what's best. We're gonna bounce here a bit, we're engaging our abs, and we're bouncing here just to stretch our backs and our psoas a bit. Allow the mobility of the neck to let you to flow. Don't hold, release any tension you might have. It's important to keep the abs engaged. We're going to go into a little bit of a swing. And it doesn't have to be an even swing. It could be an uneven swing. The arms are separate entities. Figure out what you like leading most. If it's your back leading, so things are flowing together. If it's arm leading, so that it makes a more disjointed flow. Just do this for a few seconds. And play with that and your breath, breathing in deeply. And exhale. Straighten the knees. Now we're in a real forward fold. Allow the neck to drop. Say yes. And in this moment, what are you saying yes to? Find 3 things you're saying yes to. Now say no and think about 1 thing that you want to say no to. Walk your hands forward just a little bit so you can feel some of that hamstring stretch. Use your hands to push in to the ground. And so you can activate the fingertips and the palms and walk around. Really spread your hands out. This is awesome for anyone, but it's awesome for us because if you're susceptible to wrist pain or arthritis, or you work a job that requires a lot of lifting, find this opportunity to flip and palm and then flip and really get those stretches. Awesome. And then you can use your body as your own resistance. Just come back up. Let's find our arms together. We're still breathing deeply. And now we're finding a little twisting sensation. A twisting sensation to allow the obliques to engage a bit, but also to awaken those achy parts of our body. So we have this twist idea going, but we're also using our shoulders and hands to help us navigate through space. So let's play a little bit with this and just find some ways that your body can move in this shape. Involving your head, involving your neck, involving your upper body, your lower body. How does it all relate? And use this as a spine warmer upper, which is very important because our spines are doing a lot of work for us. And I personally am susceptible to back pain. I'm sure that everyone is, so it's really nice to do an engaged ab and kind of move the spine around. And at this point, I am feeling a little warm, like I'm starting to raise my heart rate. Make sure that we're still finding that breathing sensation. Deep breaths, inhale, and exhale. And again, acknowledge the relationship and the timing between your breath and your movement. Not necessarily saying that you have to inhale as long as you move and exhale to the next, but just notice how the inhales make your movements feel and how the exhales make your movements feel. Awesome, we'll do this for another 30 seconds. If you can, start getting a little bit bigger, moving the hips. The hips are another place that can be tight. So let's find ways to undulate and to use this relationship with the body and our feet to kind of awaken and warm up. Whew. Make sure your tension places are still loose. Your jaw, behind the neck, under the eyes. Awesome. Let's speed this up. Just for 20 seconds, we're going to go really fast. Okay? Find your breath and go. Whew. And if it makes you jump a little, that's okay. 10 more seconds. Finding your breath. Finding your relationships. Engaging your abs. 5, 4, 3, feels good too. 1, ooh. Float out of that. So, allow your arms to kind of slowly float out of all that movement. Follow your breath. Still acknowledging the space around us. Bring it to our heart center. Give it away. Bring it to our heart center. And give it away. Bring it to our heart center. And give it away. Bring it to our heart center. All the warmth, all the energy we built up, and give it away. We're going to come back to center. Our hands can be kind of resting on our hips, or if you want to keep them in your heart center and lower belly. I'm going to keep it on my hips for today just to allow myself to find, we're still breathing, myself to find a sense of alignment with the shoulders and the neck. Engaged but not overstimulated, engaged but not overworked. So find a hanging place, a place where you feel like your arms just hang. And you're here and you're open, ready to accept. Let's breathe 6 more times. And during those inhales and exhales, let's think about those things that we said yes to. So this is a breathing affirmation. Inhale. We chose 3 things to say yes to. So now we're thinking about each thing as we inhale and exhale. Let's take this time to play a little bit with our lower extremities, right? We did a lot of upper body, which was nice, and warming up the spine, which means now we feel good enough to kind of shift our weight. I'm just going to flip to the side. We're playing with front and back, which is engaging our shins, our ankles, our metatarsals, a little bit of our calves. And just play around with the weight, warm up the ankles. Doing circles now. Another way. Notice where your feet are a little weaker, where you struggle with a little bit more. Notice where you feel a little scared or nervous. Awesome. Now put a foot forward and play with this kind of more dramatized way of shifting weight. You can do it with the left foot as well. Now lift up all the thoughts that we have in our arms. And we're going to toss them over our shoulders. And now we're lifting our thoughts away, allowing the subconscious to digest them, but now they're not with us anymore. Let's use this time just to explore a little bit with weight changes and allowing the rest of the body, now that we're a little bit more full body, to react. So, that being said, if we could find some sequential movement, right? So if we're leaning forward, our body's moving sequentially, and we have different parts of our body that we can activate in that, right? We have our arms, we have our heads, shoulders, knees, but it's all unfolding and then folding again. And now you have, because we're a little bit more warmed up, we have more of a full range of motion. So allow yourself to not be afraid of really taking space and finding ways to move sequentially, following the momentum, following the direction that you're going in. And if there are times when you want to interrupt yourself, that's okay. But the task here is to explore sequential movement, twistings. After you get to the top, what are your options? Reaction and action and reaction. And now imagine, while we're doing this, imagine that your right hand has paint, pick a color, and that your left hand has paint, pick a color, a different color. Same with your right foot and your left foot, and even your back, and paint a picture. But be intentional about it, right? So if your arm is red, and the other arm is blue, think to yourself, where they cross is where purple begins, right? And we have this backspace that we can use. We have a foot. We have the back of our hands. We have the front of our hands, we have the back of our foot, we have the side of our foot. Are you painting on yourself? Are you painting? What are you painting? Just wanted to check the time. Make sure I'm really jamming and jiving right now. So, last but not least, pick one of your yeses, one of the things that you want to say yes to the most, and draw that with your body with the paints. Whatever your yes is, find a way to express that through movement. It could be the sense of tension that you put into it. It could be gestural. But really, the hardest part about this is to focus on what you're saying yes to and visualizing it while you move. And of course, we're still breathing. We never are not breathing. And notice if your movement aesthetic, your movement style changes because you're now thinking about something very specific. And how do you embody that? And how are you embodying it? And then also another thought is doing movements that express the word yes, right? Opening, gathering, leading. Let's do this for another minute. This time we're going to speed up a bit, so we're going to get our heart rate pumping one last time before this meditation ends. So wherever you were before when you were speeding, try to make it even a little bit faster. So if this, for example, is a 4, and this is a 5, what does your 9 look like? And it's speed, but it's also energy usage, right? More tension, bigger movements, more risk. Sequential movements, right? It can be more than just one move, right? How long does a sequential movement go for? Endlessly, if you wanted to, right? If you just think of it as one move, right? And then we're speeding up. But we're also breathing. That's the most important part of all this. Multitasking, which is probably the most relatable thing, is the fact that we all have to multitask. Let's do this for another minute, getting a little bit faster, right? Closer to your 10. Still moving in a safe way, still breathing. Still imagining your yes, your acceptance. We'll do this for 30 more seconds. And if you fall, that's okay. And notice your habits. What are the things that you like to do? And just take that in and digest it. 10. Get to your high energy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more float. One more scan around the room. One more scoop. And wash your face with today's work.